everybody and welcome to the channel Bob Sales this time's next year. Get your Ready Player Me avatars ready to enter this new world. The VeVeVerse is finally here and it's coming with a bang. The launch date for this is going to be February 28th. As someone that has been on this journey for nearly 4 years, it's incredible to see it's finally been achieved. I'm very proud of the team, even though it took some time and was silent in places, but they come through in the end. Also, well done to the folks that are still here and ready to enter this new stage of the VeVeVerse journey, VeVe's journey and our journey. So let's get into some more details of what's to come. Now, VeVe themselves have released a series of how-to videos and plenty of information, including the article with all the details of the VeVeVerse and what it's all about. The VeVeVerse itself will be accessible on Windows and Macs. Simply create your VeVe account, download and install the VeVeVerse on your desktop computer. Engaging, interactive and immersive experiences this will have to offer you. And yes, this is only a desktop application. So what does the VeVeVerse mean and what does it have to offer? So first, you will be able to fly in there, walk in first person, have the camera in front of you or behind the avatar. When the camera is behind the avatar, you can even set how far you want to set the camera back. You can also use flat movement, which is essentially sticking to the ground. Another cool feature, you can view all spaces from the top, bottom or side. So if you want that PS2 Sims vibe, you can actually do that. When you actually get in, you'll have options for multiple spaces. You can also duplicate already made spaces. Fear not, there is a selection of templates in there for people that don't want to create from scratch. So there is a VeVeVerse home space, a convention hall, an industrial warehouse, a villa space, and of course you can start from scratch. Or build yourself a conservatory on an already made template of a building of your choice. Just build another brick wall. Now it looks like you can add your VeVe collectibles with and without animation. Comics can also be maneuvered, displayed, put on the wall. As I mentioned, there is already building templates in there, but also the single building themselves, the platforms. You can even build a humanoid type figure, mainly to use for size comparison when building in the VeVeVerse. There are also multiple options for rocks, plants and the lighting. Everything can be adjusted, adjust all the lighting to go brighter, dimmer, even add more shine to objects. There is a limit, however, of 256 lights each per space. This is actually down to the processing power. You have been warned. There are also shapes and blocks, triangles, circles, squares, stairs even, all ready to be used. With these items you can change it pretty much any material or texture, such as brick design, wood, steel, marble, silver and so much more. You will be able to make more use of these, especially if you have smaller collections, to cover some of your space, some of your building and build custom features. As I said, you can even use them to build brick walls. There are a selection of shelves, tables, home materials and more can always be added in the future. Now let's talk social aspects. Of course, you're going to be able to invite people to your space from the home space lobby. You can even give users creator rights to help you build in your space. In the manage space access screen, you will be able to assign roles for visitors, including blocking, allowing people in, but without being able to make changes, or adding first creator roles so they can change all. Now inside the VeVeVerse space, you will be able to use your camera, microphone when you please. Have multiple screens loaded up with you and your guests. You can also add stream boards to your spaces. You can essentially set up a big main screen for all your space to concentrate on. You can stream this. There is also multiple chat options available. There is also like a pointer, what you can use to also point stuff in the VeVeVerse, which is going to come handy on them tours. Now again, VeVe have put a lot of content out on their channel, so please go back for more details of how to do what there. So what are my first impressions, honestly? So it's actually good quality, multiple rooms, built-in features such as blocks, plants, stairs, multiple lighting templates, or selections of buildings. I'm actually really excited to see what I can create with the shapes and the textures already in there. You can add multiple collectibles at the same time. The quality looks really clear. We only have so many templates, but more can be added. Now for ease of use, I actually think they've done really good at making this pretty easy to use. It's not going to be for everyone and it is going to take some hours to get used to every single aspect of it, but I think they've made it as good as they can. I do like the fact you can change your graphics quality to help processing speed, so this should work on most average PCs or desktop computers. My only worry is it too late? Or will it bring the fan back? And can we get new users using this this method. Everyone was wondering whether Dan was working as hard as he could be. It actually shows that we have good results. So well done Dan, well done the team. So I was actually talking about this earlier, and it was noticed that there was no VeVeVerse home space. A whole room where everyone that goes into the VeVeVerse will end up first before they go to their separate rooms. These sort of things normally have like a home space. I'm thinking maybe a little tiny market square, 5 or 6 stalls. Maybe you can buy your VeVe collectibles straight from the shop, and a little meeting area so all VeVe users end up. But that could definitely be a thing for the future. Now, price wise, I do think items will start to go up, but only on selection of items. I do think maybe more interaction is going to start happening, at least for the next couple of weeks. So more buying and selling in the market. I believe all the buildings we have in VeVe are going to start to sell a little bit more. The cars are also going to be most wanted item. The statues with platforms will start to increase. I also think the gold items may spike down to how quality they look inside the VeVeVerse. But again, when I'm talking about spikes, I'm talking about 20 to 30 gems, in my opinion anyway. But again, we'll get to that in the next video. So anyway, that's been my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you happy? Are you disappointed? Are you ready to go? Are you not interested? And this time next year, are we going to be millionaires? So everyone, thank you again. I've been your host, bobsales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. Peace!
Okay, the last thing I'm going to say about this is that the metaverse is not one thing, that one moment it's not there and then suddenly it is. It's not a question of if we're going to get there or how we're going to get there. The metaverse is actually here.